Maybe reminiscing. Maybe I'm missing. You wish it was different than what it was.
Y'all, look at me. Hey, y'all. This cute. I might need a Sony camera. Period. It's cute. Look at that. Look at that. Look at my skin. And I like to wear like. Yes. We look alike. Please don't call me twin. I don't look like you. Make her head uncomfortable. She thinks she first.
Gotta be April Fool.
I'm not recording you.
And this bitch with a broom.
Okay, now you're doing it
Swoop
more.
it up.
See, like, just cut. Come on, you so extra.
Do my edges. My turn to get my edges done.
That ain't how you ask.
Come on, baby. Do my edges. Y'all, ooh, girl, it's the thighs in my face for me, baby. Y'all can't see what I see, but anyway, I can't get y'all some story time today.
Come on, stay still.
Okay, hush, I'm about to get story time. Y'all, so I can get y'all some story time today on how I got cussed at by a client, by a new client, y'all. A new client, okay? This is a new client. I ain't calling no names. I had a client who booked from out of town. So she texted me one day and was like, hey.
Texted.
Oh, well, she texted me one day and was like, hey, you know, I'm thinking about changing my style, I want to book for this, but I wanted to make sure that, you know, she had booked for the right thing. So I gave her a call and we talked on the phone. We was laughing, chopped it up or whatever, and she was happy that I had talked to her, because normally stylists don't call clients or talk to clients, but I love to talk to my clients because I feel like I get a better understanding of what they're looking for, and I want them to feel comfortable, you know, when they book with me. So y'all, she changed her style, which I didn't have a problem with it because, you know, it was a quick day for me, and the person who was coming after her wasn't getting nothing all crazy, you know, extravagant, you know, that would take me all day. So she actually was my first client for that day, which was 6 o'clock a.m. I usually take my appointments at 6 o'clock a.m. on Saturdays.
Like the edge.
My edges. Oh, yeah, they cute. Okay.
You can leave them natural because they look like
I can leave those natural. What?
They look the same.
They look kind of
over there.
peasy.
Well, I can do a little slick.
Okay, a little slick. I got you, girl.
Little slick.
Don't block the camera too much.
Oh,
We want to give
sorry.
them something to look at. So, do I need to turn another type of way?
Okay.
Okay. So that was like a week before she was actually coming to her service appointment. Okay, so here comes Saturday, 6 o'clock a.m. I received a phone call, and she was basically saying at 6 o'clock, hey, you finished with the other side? Other side?
That got a little slick.
Hey, I'm gonna be late. No, my ETA is 6:30. Okay, every stylist know that, you know, it's a late fee after a certain amount of time, and after 30 minutes, or really right at 30 minutes, it's a cancellation. Thank you. That was a quick little swoop swoop. That's my baby, y'all. That's my baby. That's my baby. Oh, my glass is dirty. So when she called me and said, hey, my ETA says 6:30. So in my mind, I'm like, 6:30? I forgot. We totally was on the phone. It was a big pause. And she was like, hello? Hello? And I'm like, yes. I'm like, well, you know, it's going to be a late fee, and your late fee is going to be $25. And really at 6:30 it's supposed to be a cancellation because I have someone coming after you. So she was like, well, I don't have it. So I like, okay, so the late fee is $25. I said, well, if you can't pay your late fee, then I can't do your hair. And she say, so you mean to tell me I'm coming way from such and such, I'm not gonna say from where, but you mean to tell me I come way from such and such, and you say you can't do my hair? I said, no, I can't do your hair if you don't have my late fee, but if you have my late fee, I could do your hair, because really, like I said, it's a late cancellation. Or, I mean, not a late cancellation, but a late fee. On top of that, really, to be honest with you, it's a cancellation. If you're telling me 6:30, really your appointment is supposed to be canceled. But I'm so nice, you know, I be lenient or whatever with my clients, but I think now I really have to buckle down to what my policy says, because people will try to take advantage of you, and I'm just tired of it. So she pulls up, and when she pulls up a little, you know, kind of like double park, you know, but we have other businesses on the side of us. So I was like, hey, you know, can you just straighten your car up? So, you know, we have a whole nother business right here. Can you just straighten your car up or whatever, so she'll be able to park, you know, whatever, in front, you know, in front of her space or whatever. And she also brought someone with her, and I said, hey, you know, we can't have extra guests. Oh, I know. So I was like, okay. So I'm gonna rewind it back just a little bit. I told her over the phone, I said, you know, she was like, well, I don't have it. So I was like, well, I couldn't do your hair. And, you know, she was just like, well, I got it. She was like, well, I got it. So I said, okay, it's gonna be by cash, final payment. So instantly, when she comes in the door, she was a little, you could tell when somebody adrenaline is rushing, you know, like her adrenaline was rushing a little bit. You know, I was like, good morning. She instantly handed me, here's your late fee. In my hand, $25 in my hand, just kind of like, she wasn't even through the door all the way. The door didn't even have shut. So I was like, okay, in my mind, and I know I had already told her that the final payment is going to be cash and I need my money up front, because at this point, she was saying that she didn't have my money. So I'm like, okay, well, let me get my money up front. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I got the $25. You know, I could tell she was a bit, you know, nervous. I don't know about nervous or like adrenaline rush and stuff was just going through her mind or whatever. I don't know. She think I was going to be aggressive or the aggressor, which that's not me. I said, okay. I said, so how you making the final payment? Because remind you, she already said she was paying me cash, and she didn't, she said she didn't have it. I like those shoes with that. That's pretty cute. Girl, you think you all that? Anyway, don't mess up my story.
I don't know, baby,
because
when she not about to do, I am all that in the bag of chips. My husband think.
Oh, wait, don't move my camera too much, because I ain't got a tight on the thing.
She acting like I don't have a camera, baby. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this.
She get all her nerves. Turns out for the camera did. You gonna get in trouble. That's gonna get in trouble. I ain't getting in trouble. I ain't leaving that out either.
I ain't getting in no trouble.
So anyway, yeah, we can move back up a little bit. Don't make sure you don't get my address. Hold on, y'all, because she moving my camera a little too much for me. I need this camera to stay still so y'all can get the story time.
It's so funny seeing you vlog. Like, I just can't, like.
That's okay. Because it don't matter how old you is, baby. Vlog, okay? Because you get paid for content. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my new Sony ZV-1 camera.
No, if I know where my mom came from, like, I would not imagine her, like this. Like.
Go check yourself. Look in the mirror. Hold your head back.
I got book in my
nose.
nose.
Oh, Lord. Oh, not in the camera, girl. Get in the camera. Oh! Yes, it is. I ain't leaving that out either. Oh, Lord. Check yourself out, girl. So, anyway, we all get boogers. So, don't act like y'all don't get no boogers.
I don't get no boogers, baby. I'm raw on cut.
What?
I dig my boogers. I just dig them.
I should. Okay, well, let me post that video with you digging boogers so it could go viral. Anyway. So, so I said, so how you making the final payment again? She said, I told you cash. This is how she talking to me, y'all, with a whole attitude. I told you cash. So I was like, okay, well, I need to get that payment, you know, before I start your service, or really before I finish your service, I need to go ahead and collect that payment. I already had told her that before she came to the shop. So, I see her little pretty self. So she said, no, I said, okay, so she said, I already told you that. So I was like, well, I just need to go ahead and collect that payment because I had too many encounters, you know, and I just don't want to have to, you know, go through anything again. So I don't know if she took that personal or to offense, but she said, I ain't came here for this bullshit. Y'all. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to say nothing because being a nice person. I'm like, but who is she disrespecting? Because I'm not even getting nasty with her or out the way or anything. So in my mind, I'm like talking to myself in my mind because, skirt, who are you talking to, ma'am? I said, oh, it ain't no bullshit. So she said, no, because you talking about you done had too many encounters. I said, yes, I said that, but I'm not saying that I had too many encounters with you. But technically, me in my mind thinking now, well, I really am having an encounter with her because why are we going back and forth about a late you showing up late, and you know about my money. So she's like pulling out the money, and she was like, so how much more I owe you? I already texted her previously before she came, before any of this, that her balance was $225. She was like, so what I owe you? $200. I said, no, you owe me $225. You just gave me $25 because that's my late fee. So she said, so what about the $40? The $40 came off. So I was like, okay, let me just show you. So hear me pulling out my phone. I shows her that normally whenever y'all pay a deposit, your $40 comes off the service automatically. So your balance is $225. The total of her service was I think $265. The $40 had came off, so she had owed $225. I said, okay, hey, your balance is $225. If you came to the door and gave me $25, you owe me $225 more, because now you're at $250 because you had a late fee. So she proceeds to give me my money and was like, you was nice. Excuse me, what do you mean was nice? I said, and I still am nice. I said, that's what happens to nice people. You know, I feel like people try to get over on nice people, or like people try to take advantage of you. Like, that does not change me because I'm asking for my late, well, what do I want to say, my late fee? Yeah, that doesn't change me or how I act because I'm asking for my late fee, because you're in your feelings about paying a late fee. I'm sorry, ma'am. You're late. You had all these excuses that it's dark. I ain't never been here before. I'm sorry, ma'am. I still have to follow my policy. Really, I'm not following my policy, actually, because you got to me like at 6:31 and I was supposed to cancel your appointment, but I didn't. So I still was being nice. You know, I could have not been nice, I guess. I'm not going to even say not been nice, because your policy is your policy. I feel like people who stick with their policies, kudos to y'all. You know, you got women out there to say, hey, you know, I can't do it because you're late, so it's canceled. Like, I commend y'all. But me, on the other hand, I need to start doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I need to commend myself. I need to do and my daughter really pushes me to stick to my policy, but I don't. So I feel like that kind of messed it up for some people, you know, like,
Let me tell my
I don't want to say some people, but what do you have to say?
girl, first of all, before she even walked in the door, I wouldn't even service her, because you cursing at. I ain't curse at you, don't curse at me. But my thing is, I'm big on energy. So if you come in and I'm doing your hair, your energy off, I'm having attitude, I'm shaking, I'm pissed off, your hair gonna come out right. The parts gonna be crooked, the locks not gonna be locking. Like, I just don't want to do you because you piss me off. So now I don't even want to service you. I'm good to say I don't want to service you no more.
And she will do that.
I don't care about the money. Don't pay.
And I don't care about the money either, because like, I told her that if you don't pay your late fee, then I can't do your hair. So, and I understand you was coming from out of town, and I appreciate
I don't
that.
care, she came from Alaska. You ain't talking to me.
I appreciate that. And then see, we have some stylists that will get rowdy and rude back with you, in which, of course, I'm not going to have my daughter to do that with any clients in my salon. Like, no, you're not going to be rude and disrespectful. We're going to treat people with respect. But you have some people that ain't finna be like, hey, who you talking to? Whoever you talking to, get the F out of my shop or whatever, la la la. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to remain professional at all times. But don't put your hands on me. Don't cuss at me, because I feel like I'm being disrespected. You know what I'm saying? I'm not disrespecting you, ma'am, so don't disrespect me. You know, I have some people who say, April, and you ain't da-da-da-da, and you ain't this, and you ain't did that. No, I didn't do that, because at the same time, I had my gospel playing that morning. I was like, okay, we're going to set the atmosphere, God. You know what I'm saying? She gonna come in here, whatever. I ain't want the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, eventually, you know, we was listening to the gospel. Okay, well, she did give me my money. She did give me my money up front before I started. So at this point, I felt like she was really trying to still piss me off. You know, she was saying how she didn't want a middle part, and you know, I part my parts a certain way, and you didn't have to wear a middle part. Normally, when I do a middle part, you can easily flip them yourself, do whatever you want to do with the braids. But the middle part it gives you more versatility, which means that you could wear it part down the middle, and I feel like it give a more fuller look. You could flip them to the side. You know, it's very proportional, and you will know that you will have the same amount of braids on each side. I just lost my train of thought. So anyway, we was listening to, you know, the gospel. She started singing the gospel songs, and I'm like, okay, you know, everything had done calmed back down. But then after a while, I guess, you know, the person who she brought was kind of like walking around outside, and I guess she was trying to see what that person was doing. But like, I'm braiding your hair, you just sit up like this, and I'm reaching like this, like trying to, I was like, you want to go out there, like, because I can't braid your hair, I need you to sit back, please, like, please sit back. But just like making loud noises, and just like, it was just kind of weird after a while. And it came to a point to where she was, let me see, or I thought, you know, this was supposed to be like this. I said, well, remember, you didn't want me to part, so now I have to part how you want me to part. Like, she was just being very difficult. So I was like, you know what, God, I think this gonna be one and done. Like, once I have a problem with you, or no, once you have a problem with me, or I have a problem with you, whatever, like, I know what I'm doing. I said, you saw my work before you sat in my chair, right? So you already know what it's gonna look like. So don't be difficult. Don't be turning yourself around in my chair with your foot, you know, looking in the mirror. You know, that's just like making me feel like, or she don't know what she's doing, or I'm just finna really just get on her nerves because she pissed me off that morning or whatever. You know, I don't know what's going on what was going on in her mind, but like, don't do that. You know, I feel like there's disrespect to me, you know, because you already know what my work gonna look like. If you didn't, you wouldn't have booked with me, you know what I'm saying? And I thought she was comfortable enough to know what the style would look like, you know, and how it was gonna turn out to be. Because at one point she was like, why is this side thin? I thought it was supposed to be like that. I'm like, well, you could take this braid and flip it over, you know, and it's gonna give you that same look. Which her hair turned out beautiful. She was a beautiful lady, very beautiful lady. You know, she had came in, did her makeup in my chair, and I'm thinking, you know, okay, I just got a video of the back of her hair, so I want to get a video of the back of her hair. She was like, don't get my face, don't get my face. Okay, ma'am, I don't have to do a video of your face. I just want to get the back of your hair. That's fine. I have people who come who don't want to do videos, or, you know, they may be military, or they may be probation officers. That's totally fine. Like, I'm not mad. But I guess because she had to pay a late fee or whatever, she probably still was a little feeling some type of way about that. You know, she didn't want me to get a video of her face, which was fine. I had no problem with that. So she left out. She was very beautiful. She loved her hair, by the way. She loved her hair. And I think she was potentially trying to book with me again, but I think it's a no, you know, because at the time she was like, you know, she didn't have it, and that I would get my money when she get back home. And I'm like, get back home? What do you mean get back home? She was like, I don't have it right now. You get it when I get back home. I said, well, I'm sorry, ma'am, I can't do your hair. That's just it. You know, but I just want to let y'all know that when clients come, I'm outside, y'all, I'm looking at people drive down the street. When clients come and try to get you out of character, don't fall into the bait. You know what I'm saying? You have to be the bigger person. You want to remain professional at all times, because your name will go a long way, no matter how people may treat you. I just want to encourage you not to fall for it, not to fall into it. You just keep doing you, because you will have some people that try to bring you down. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I'm in like selfie mode now. But so I was just wanting to let y'all know that, you know, no matter how people may treat you, just don't fall into the bait. Like, you remain professional at all times, because if you get rowdy, ruly, whatever, you know, you don't want to just get into an altercation with someone, especially if you have a lot going for yourself. Even if you don't, like, you don't want a background, because if you want to be like a licensed stylist or anything, like, they check, you know, your background. They ask you when you're renewing for your license, you know, have you ever been convicted? Have you ever da-da-da-da-da? Like, they ask you these things every 2 years when you go to renew your license. And it's going to report. So you don't want to have that on your record. So my advice to you all is to just remain professional at all times. If you could avoid the negative clients or the clients who treat you all kind of ways, like, do that. You know, you don't have to service anyone that you're not comfortable with, or anything. If people threaten you or curse at you, like, you don't have to tolerate that. You have the right to refuse services, in which I probably should have that day, but I was like, you know what, you know, we could get through this. So, and we did, you know. So that's just like a negative situation turned positive. So sometimes you have to turn your negatives into positives, and that's exactly what happened that day. So let me know your thoughts on this. You can comment below. Share this video with someone who you think might needs to hear this, because you never know what people going through. You know, at that moment, I could have had an argument with my husband or something that morning, and she came in rowdy, and I could have just easily snapped, you know. So you never know what people are going through, or vice versa. She probably could have had something going on, you know, with her or whatever. But don't bring negative energy in my salon. A Stone Cold Look, please keep the negative energy away from a Stone Cold Look salon, because services will be refused moving forward. And love you guys. Don't forget, y'all, to hit that button, like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this video. I'm definitely going to be doing more tutorials on my hair vlogs. So I got so much more for you guys in store.